Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are tackling a really big topic, but one that's so important for our safety: how to get ready for the first 72 hours of an emergency. We're going to take all that info and turn it into a guide that's clear and that you can actually use. This right here, this is the golden rule of emergency preparedness. It's a phrase you'll hear straight from disaster response teams. I mean, think about it. When you see major wildfires on the news or the aftermath of a hurricane, you know that first responders can't get to everyone at once. That's why they stress that for those first 3 days, you have to be your own first responder. No, seriously, take a second. Just think about that. This isn't about scaring you. What's really interesting is that all the research shows being prepared actually lowers your daily stress and anxiety because you have this quiet confidence, this peace of mind, knowing that you're ready for whatever comes. Okay, let's dive into this. Why 72 hours? Why that specific number? Well, it turns out this 3-day window is absolutely critical, and it can make all the difference when it comes to your safety and your family's well-being. Just imagine for a second, a major earthquake hits or a massive blizzard buries your town. Roads are blocked, cell towers are down, and you can bet that emergency services are completely swamped. So it doesn't matter who you ask, every disaster relief agency says the exact same thing. You have to be ready to take care of yourself completely on your own for at least 3 days. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Being prepared isn't just one single plan. It's actually about planning for 2 totally different situations. You either need to hunker down right where you are, or you need to get out and get out fast. And as you can see, it really boils down to these 2 core ideas. Shelter in place is for when it's just too dangerous to go outside, so you seal yourself in. And evacuation is the total opposite. You gotta leave right now. This means you actually need 2 kinds of kits: a bigger one with more supplies for your home, and a smaller, portable one that's ready to go at a moment's notice. So this is the big question, right? What exactly needs to go into this Lifeline kit? Well, let's break it down into the core categories that pretty much every single expert agrees on. This is going to be your foundation for being self-sufficient. First up, and this is the big one, water. It is absolutely non-negotiable. The standard rule is 1 gallon, or about 4 liters per person per day. And get this, that's about 2 liters for drinking and another 2 for sanitation. Because staying clean is one of the best ways to stay healthy when the systems are down. Oh, and don't forget your pets. And having a filter or some purification tablets as a backup, that's a fantastic idea. Next, of course, is food. You want at least a 3-day supply. The key here is stuff that doesn't need a fridge or even any cooking. So we're talking protein bars, canned goods, dried fruit. You get the idea. And please, I am begging you, do not forget a manual can opener. It's one of the things people forget most often. And trust me, a can of soup isn't going to do you much good if you can't get into it. Okay, your health and basic sanitation are so important when normal services are out. Your kit needs a good first aid kit, obviously, but also a supply of any prescription meds you need, and yep, an extra pair of glasses. And don't skip the basics like hand sanitizer, soap, and toilet paper. They are absolute must-haves for keeping illness away. When the power's out, you're gonna need some tools. A flashlight with extra batteries is a no-brainer, but just as important is a battery-powered, or even better, a hand crank radio. Why? Because that becomes your lifeline to official news and instructions. And a good multi-tool or a wrench could be essential if you're told to shut off utilities like your water or gas. This category is so easy to forget about, but it's absolutely crucial. Make sure you have copies of your ID, insurance papers, stuff like that, all sealed up in a waterproof bag. And think about it, if the whole power grid goes down, your credit cards are just plastic. Cash becomes king. And a backup power bank or a little solar charger for your phone can make all the difference in staying connected. All right, so we've gone over all the universal stuff that everyone needs, but now let's talk about how you take this from just a generic checklist to a real personalized plan. Because a really effective kit isn't one size fits all. It has to be tailored just for you and your family. So how do you customize it? Well, first, just think about who's in your house. Do you have a baby, an elderly parent, pets? They all have unique needs. Second, think about where you live. Are you in an area that gets earthquakes, tornadoes, blizzards? Your kit should reflect those risks. And third, remember that a disaster probably won't wait for you to be at home. You need kits in multiple places: home, car, and work. This is your mobile lifeline. It's the bag you grab when you're told you have to leave right now. Think of it as a mini version of your main kit, with just the absolute essentials you'd need if you had to evacuate with only minutes to spare.
And keeping one of these in your car is a brilliant move. It ensures you're ready no matter where you are.
Look, building the kit is a huge first step, and that's awesome. But being prepared, that's an ongoing thing. A kit with expired food or dead batteries isn't really going to help anyone when you need it most.
So, how do you make this a simple habit instead of a huge chore? Here's a great tip from our sources. Just schedule your kit checkup for when you change your clocks for daylight saving time. It's an easy reminder. Twice a year, you swap out the food, water, and batteries. And then once a year, you just update your documents and have a quick chat to review your family's emergency plan. Simple. And this, right here, is probably the most important takeaway of all. It's about a total shift in your mindset, moving away from anxiety and moving towards feeling empowered. Knowing you're ready for the unexpected, that helps you feel less anxious in your everyday life. It's a real, practical step you can take that gives you and the people you love a genuine sense of security and control, even when the world feels unpredictable. And you know what? By getting yourself prepared, you're also helping your entire community. Every single family that can take care of itself for 72 hours frees up professional first responders to help people who are badly hurt or in immediate life-threatening danger. You actually become part of the solution. The most important thing is to just start. Don't let it feel like this giant, overwhelming project. What's one little thing you can do today? Maybe it's just buying an extra case of water the next time you're at the store. Maybe it's downloading a checklist onto your phone. Or maybe it's just starting a conversation with your family tonight. Honestly, that first small step is the most important one you can possibly take.